She's having a hard time.
The way I can tell the difference between these twins is you have the ears.
Oh,
That's
she's so
Vanessa,
sweet.
and that's Maria.
I'll pay you later. That's very cute, very cute.
Today we're talking about the sandwich generation. You know, in the Twilight books, I'm on book 4. But she is so worried about leaving her father alone because he has no one to take care of him. And we, as the baby boomers, you and I, you know, we brought up our kids. We did all the fun things, the cakes, the Halloween, and I remember all the Halloweens. But it comes to a time now in this economy, often we're taking care of our children and our grandchildren, but we're also taking care of our parents. And so we're sandwiched between and being caretakers. And I often get in my office the caretakers who are as exhausted and almost as sick as the ones that they're taking care of.
Well, you know, you kind of dealt with that with me because my parents seem to have both gotten ill at the same time, and for the last few years. Well, at first, even my sister was going to school and working, and it was just, she helped all she could, but the majority of it, they were living at my house, and it was exhausting. Now, it's my mom that we're taking care of, but my 2 sisters are doing it. It's so much less stressful as we're sharing, you know, that load and everything. But it was and I know you've helped me through a lot of that.
And that's the secret, is really getting assistance. It's really important for us to know our limits, because we, as women, tend to be nurturers, tend to be caregivers, and we love our families, and we want them to be happy. And parents are sometimes, with their minds aging a little bit, become more like children, and they're more difficult to handle. And sometimes they're even like 2-year-olds, where they don't want to do what we feel like might be best for them. And yet we feel it's so important to connect and to take care. And we get so tired sometimes that we start resenting them, resenting our adult children that we're helping, resenting the parents that we're striving to love and help. But the real important thing to do is to take care of ourselves first, because if we don't take care of ourselves, we can't take care of anybody else. And so knowing our limits and what we can do and what we can't do is really important. And then bringing in any help we can. There are often ways that home health care will come in and assess and see if your insurance will pay for this, that, and the other. They often won't, the insurance often won't say what they will pay for until it's requested of them.
Really?
And you can assist the help of friends and neighbors and church. It's important to get out and have your own day at least once a week.
And that's so hard because you feel there's always so much to do, and you feel guilty too.
And that's actually some of the experience that I had. My mother-in-law was taking care of, in her home, she was financially stable enough to be able to take care of her parents, her ailing parents, and my father-in-law's mother as well in the same home. So she was finding that she was so stressed out. For about 2.5 years. She had me come in, and my sister-in-law as well, come in and help with her in some way every day, just to relieve that stress so that she could take care of herself. But you know what? She never sort of let up either, because she still wanted to be there every day because it was her parents.
That's the one thing that we tend to do, is we want it to be perfect. They raised us, we want to take care of them, we want it to be perfect, and we have to let go of that idea of having everything done perfectly. It's okay to hire a babysitter or bring someone else in that may not care for them quite as well as we do for a little while, so that we can get out and take care of ourselves. It's also good to use family members and other people, or even over the internet to deliver, to do a lot of the other work, such as shopping and washing clothes and taking care of the house. Assist to help and aid wherever you can. And I know a lot of people say, well, I don't have anyone living close to me. I have to do it all myself.
They can't afford it. They can't afford to hire someone.
But there are an infinite number of possibilities, and it's just setting that mind and that heart together to gear to be able to come to a way that this will work without the caretaker crashing themselves.
Even if it's just a shopping trip, I know with my grandparents, it would take sometimes 2 hours to go grocery shopping because they wanted to go. And so, but that would be 2 hours that she could just take, just a shopping trip. That's all they need sometimes.
When they are resting or something, just like with the babies, we tend to want to get all the work done during that time, but it's important for us to get the Twilight book out and read it.
There we
And
go.
just take some time for ourselves to enjoy ourselves.
I like
Or
that
maybe read the
prescription.
Twilight book to them.
Thank you for that prescription. That's really great.
And it's a cheap prescription too. I like that.
Good, good. Anything else that you would add to that?
Well, let go of rescuing. We as women, I especially am a rescuer. I want to take care of everybody. That's my job. I rescue them from their problems, but sometimes it's important to allow them to do absolutely as much as they can themselves, and to push that a little bit so that they can handle more and more on their own.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Judi. You always bring so much wisdom and hope for us. It's great.